Welcome to the mothership. I'm the commander, Laxivrak. What you crazy motherfuckers doing now? Anyway, it's good to see everybody participating in the channel again. Hello. I'd like to give a special shout out to whoever those 40 people are that stayed with me viewing shit that was non-toy things. Right on, you guys, right on. But to be loyal to the community and to be loyal to apparently what everybody else is here for, let's have one more opening. What do you think of that? This episode is brought to you by, of course, Copenhagen Snuff. Since 1822, it motherfucking satisfies. Let's have some right now. Let's see, this in Alaska, look, so in the lower 48, cans are cardboard. In Alaska, cans are plastic because it takes so long to ship them there. It will go bad before it gets there. Now we'll have a real size man dip for the channel today. These cans are cardboard and they are lined with wax to, keep the moisture in. And about 2 times a year in Alaska, Copenhagen, for whatever reason, I guess, I don't know, but there's a hiccup in shipping. In Alaska, 2 times a year we'll get cardboard cans. Excuse me. And it's very interesting, but my granddad, when he would get the cardboard cans, he would save them. And I can't remember exactly, but it was like a roll of Copenhagen, which is 10 cans. When you got done chewing them all, if you scraped all the wax out of them all, you could make a 6-hour candle. I think that's what it was. It was like a roll, 10 cans, maybe it's 4 hours, I don't remember. But living in the woods, you fucking figure out shit to do. This is the new lid, which is kind of cool. Yeah. Anyway, hey, Copenhagen Snuff. Shout out to Ed, Rebels, Reptiles, and Games. Shout out to the Junk Man. We all know you got a dip in your mouth when you're fucking talking on your videos. But I suspect that you choose something like fucking Cougar or Grizzly or some fucking shit like that. Get you some Copenhagen, boy. Anyway, today's episode is brought to you by Copenhagen Snuff, satisfying since 1822. Today's episode brought to you also by Stetson hats. Fine fucking hats, probably the only hat worth getting anymore. This is the open road model. The classic open road. Excellent hat. Anyway, let's get down to brass tacks, motherfuckers. What y'all think of that? Y'all are here for an opening and a review of this. King Grayskull from the Revelation, Master of the Universe, Revelation, King Grayskull. Pretty fucking cool. Pardon me. Now, first of all, check how this fucking clearance was from fucking $30. It's hard to see, but it does say was $29.99. Now, $8.99. Now, I have to admit, so I was born in the year of the tiger, so I might be just a cunt hair young to be a huge He-Man fan, Master of the Universe fan. I never was into him that much. I had some of the figures as a kid, especially the bad guys. I thought those guys were cool, but they just look cool, And this guy, I thought, for $8.99 would make and it took me a while to realize that this character is, I guess, a black guy. I didn't know that. But because I know nothing of this show, I know nothing of the Revelations line. I have the Skeletor Revelations that I'm doing a custom for our friend Dylan. Dylan, we got your fucking, we got the motorcycle, we have the fucking head, we got a few parts, and we're looking for some other shit. It's hard to find jeans. Everybody will sell you a pair of jeans that's supposed to fit an action figure. None of them do. So if anybody has a good source for this size, I have the Skeletor this Skeletor from this line that has that cool staff and shit. I'm trying to find a pair of jeans that will fit him. You know, and I've ordered a couple, and none of them are what they say they are. But luckily, they're only a few bucks. You know, like some are like $8, $10, whatever, which adds up. But I still haven't found a good pair yet. But that has nothing to fucking do with the fuck we're talking about. Ha! I saw this motherfucker, and I thought that lots of this, especially this face, I don't know. I thought this guy was a native, you know, because he's very reddish brown, you know. And then it wasn't until I started looking at the back of the box, I was like, wait a minute, I think that's a black guy. You know, not that it matters, but like, I think this guy has some very native looking qualities, you know. I mean, the hair and the braids, that's very cool. Anyway, I literally bought this because I thought, man, this would be a cool custom native figure that I could make. And that's why, for $8.99, why the fuck not, right? But anyway, it's pretty cool. Pretty fucking cool. I think it's very fucking cool that it was $9. Anyway, let's open this pig up, and let's just see what the fuck goes on here. What goes on here, natives? Let's see. I'm gonna try not to fuck it up. Okay. I don't know why I would worry about fucking it up, but yeah, let's see. I've had this for quite a while, and being that it was for a custom, I just kind of been sitting on it, and I still don't know exactly. I still don't know exactly, but man, it just like. We'll get into it. I'll show you what I saw. So there's the box. Cool rock thing in the back. Cool rock thing in the back. Definitely usable. Very cool. I don't remember motherfuckers doing that when I was a kid with toys. You know, there's very few times, like on the backs of these cards, or like sometimes when you buy the ships from this line, they'd have a picture of the ship on the box. And if I didn't have the fucking ship, I'd cut that fucker out and put it on the wall. You know what I mean? And then I could take my ship and be like, wow, like that. So, but it's cool that they do shit like this now. But yeah, let's check out this motherfucker. So, in the store, you know, the heads and these braids, I was thinking, wow, that could be a cool Indian chief, you know? And then I saw this fur thing and this cape, which in the package looks pretty fucking cool, actually. I see now there's a wire in it, which is not cool. You know? But yeah, let's open this motherfucker up and see what goes on. I'll just pop out a few little things to look at. Here's the alternate head, which is very cool. Very cool. He has I'm going to pop out everything that's not tied down. He has his shield. Okay. And then, now there was, you remember they were showing us those, I'm off the camera now. You remember when we were getting shown those Ninja Turtle Masters of the Universe? I was just watching some videos on that by people I think that are not in our community, you know, just random folks. But, and I never seen this movie, so I don't understand, but so this guy has two swords, but I remember that Leonardo, you know, the Leonardo He-Man like mashup, his fucking sword looks like this. He's got two swords that go together that I guess make his power sword, right? And then I noticed that these are the same types of shape. So I thought these might go together, but I guess they don't. But I thought, let's look at this real quick. Whoa! I'm pretty sure this on the back of the box, doesn't that look like he's pulling them apart? Doesn't that look like he's pulling them apart? Right? So we got the, let's see, we got the hook on the outside and the hook on the outside. So that, like, he's pulling them apart like this, right? Hook on the outside, hook on the outside. That's what he's doing. Ah! And that's what that Leonardo figure looked like. It did too, but this, I guess these don't do that. That sure looks like that would sit right in there, though, doesn't it? If it was the right size. I don't know. Has anybody ever seen the movie or seen this TV show? But this fucker looks like it. In the picture, it hooks together. It looks like this. But you'd think that there would be some sort of... I don't know. Drop it in the comments if you know. But yeah, that Leonardo has swords like that. So that's... I thought that's where this came from. I've never seen anything. We have one set of hands. We have the punch you in the face hand. And we have the howl. Of course, the howl hand is wrong. Your howl hand is your right hand. But this guy, you say, how? You doing? That's old Indian joke. Old Indian joke. So yeah, so let's see. This guy's got some tie downs. Let's pop these out. Y'all know Lack does no editing. We like to do raw and fucking uncut. And that's because I'm a firm believer in, I'm a firm believer in, we talk about the community and we talk about being friends and everything like that. And if that's the case, then I shouldn't have to make a new none of us should have to make a new channel to talk about a different subject than whatever the fuck we're talking about, right? And I maintain that. There's many, many people who I subscribe to and that I watch who are talking about things that I don't collect or I don't even particularly ever saw. But when I see an individual talking to me about something that excites them, it's fun. I was just telling a friend of mine this. It's like how a teacher should be, right? The teacher is so likable and comradable, or whatever the words are, that you hang on to everything they say because there's some sort of, a friendship connection or whatever you might want to call it, and that's some of the things that we lack today, so anybody out there who wants to talk about something different and is really nervous and thinks that they shouldn't because of the algorithm or whatever, fuck the algorithm, you guys. We're here to talk to other humans about human things. Let's not let the AI algorithm and all this shit dictate what we want to say and what we do. Let's see. Let's see. There's a couple more things here. He is not the fuck coming out. That's for sure. Let's see. We get them all? I think we got them all. The vacuum sealing these days are fucking... I don't even know why we're tying them down anymore. Let's see what we got here. All right. Yeah! So, the front of that box said 30 points of articulation. So that's kind of cool. I want to take this cape off right away so I want to see how this works here. Okay, so that comes off pretty. This is cool. This is worth the fucking $9 right here. Of course, Lack could fucking make that fairly easy, actually. If y'all are looking for things, y'all are trying to make your own stuff. I don't know anything about a lot of this stuff. I just do what I think is right, and I like to, fuck it. I'm a fucking artist, But you see something nice like this, you like there's some figure you have that has a good fabric, Take that motherfucker down to Joann Fabrics and talk to the cute little young girl who cuts the fabric. Talk to that girl and say, hey, look, I want to make something like this. What is this? And do you have something like this? And they'll tell you right away. They'll say, okay, this is this and this is that. And the reason it hangs so well is because it's this thickness and not that thickness. And, you know, you can start to make some pretty cool shit fairly easily, you know. Shout out to the Cape Master. I believe the Cape Master, he is a custom tailor, right? Like, I think that's what... And then he, with his knowledge of that and fabrics and how they would hang correctly, because that's the problem with fabric. When you're trying to make something so small, all of a sudden everything is sticking straight out. Am I right? But anyway, okay, so here's the figure. He's got a nice crunch, it looks like. Man, 33 points of articulation. Look at that. It's got your thigh, got like double knees. It has the top of the boot swivels. The fucking ankles rock forward and aft, starboard and port. We have a bicep rotation. We have a shoulder rotation. We have, what do they call that? The butterfly. We got this one. This motherfucker's got a lot of shit going on. Double elbows. Double elbows. That's cool, man. Yeah, these are fucking cool figures. This line's pretty awesome, it seems like, as far as figures. Like I said, I'm not a, I'm not a dyed-in-the-wool Motu guy by any means, but, like, talk about quality fucking figures, We'll put the alternate head on there. Look, now he's a professional wrestler. You remember when professional wrestlers... You guys remember Lobot? I know you know this because you're an old school wrestling fan. Shout out to G-Force. You are also an old school wrestling fan. But y'all remember when they used to always take their pictures like this? You remember that? They're always like, they were like the fucking beast, That's cool. It's cool. But yeah, cool fucking, detail on the back. The hair is fucking nice, man. Very cool. I think I'm gonna get my bear rug out of storage, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and make me one of these. I'm just gonna wear one of these all the time. Fuck it. But yeah, cool figure, man. If they, motherfucker, this should be like, anybody wants to make like a Conan the Barbarian? Conan. Anybody want to make an Arnold Schwarzenegger fucking figure? Like, this is the line, man. They've already got the boots and the hair and the fucking loincloths and shit. Anyway, yeah, I think this is fucking cool figure, man. He got a lot of shit going on here. And I'm gonna play him off as a fucking native chief. I'm gonna give him a fucking headband and a fucking spear and shit like that. I'm gonna put him with my native collection, But yeah, cool ass figure, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Tell me what y'all think of this line, or what you... I know there's a lot of people in the community that are big Masters of the Universe fans, and I think that's really cool. Like I said, I was born the year of the tiger, so pick out the year in the 1980s that's year of the tiger. And so I think I'm just a little young to be like, dyed in the wool, He-Man fan. But I do remember the movie, Masters of the Universe, the live-action movie. I thought that was cool when I was a kid. And also, if y'all remember the Beastmaster. When I was a kid, the Beastmaster was way cooler than Masters of the Universe. That's just me, though. I grew up in the woods, and I liked animals. And, when all the other little kids had imaginary friends, I had imaginary animal friends, like the Beastmaster. And so that's what the fuck, But yeah, cool figure. The wire... for display purposes, being that nobody's making toys for kids anymore, that they're, for 40 to 60-year-old motherfuckers, the wire makes sense. So right on. Well, hey, I appreciate everybody coming here. We're going to do an unboxing. Shout out to Rolando Flores, the Space Bandito. He sent me a Mandrake, which I showed way a long time ago on the channel, to go with my custom, original style Luthor. And if anybody remembers, shout out to, all the old timers, really. Bill, I know you remember the original, fucking Mandrake and Luthor. But yeah, it'd be cool. We'll do an episode on that. We'll talk about the origins and all that kind of stuff of him and Mandrake. I think that'd be a really neat video. We're going to try to get back into some customs, I appreciate everybody. And I'm sure everybody knows that life can fucking get us down and get us out. But it ain't over till it's over, baby. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I appreciate everybody. Please like the video. Fucking share it. And, you know, no matter what you want to talk about, Lack's going to fucking talk about it. We're talking about customizing. We're going to talk about swords. We're going to talk about tomahawks. We're going to talk about the old days. We're going to talk about action figures. We're going to talk about any fucking thing I choose to fucking talk about. Because we're here to impart knowledge from one human to another, you know? And it's been a fucking trip. And, you know, I appreciate every one of y'all. So, this is Lack Sivrak saying, I see everybody down the trail, all right?